Welcome back to part 2. The Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI Championships has always been known for being one of the most competitive club series, and 2013 is no different. There are 3 in contention for the overall championship: Andrew Aldridge, Jamie Martin and Harry Volkard, and there are literally about 5 points splitting them all. Let's go and see how they're feeling ahead of race 2. Jamie Martin, firstly, commiserations there. That wasn't really the result you wanted, was it, for race 1?
No, it wasn't. We've had mechanical, everything's been brilliant all year, and the demons come and get you, and we had a fuel lift pump break. So, put my foot down, nothing happened, and we just got that up to 3rd, which would have been enough to clinch the championship. But, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be, and nothing I can really do about it. Just got to go out in the next race and do the best I can do. But we do rely on our cars. It's not just a driver, and sometimes you get unlucky.
Harry Volkard, firstly, congratulations. That was a fantastic win.
Yeah, it was good fun. Really enjoyed it, and James drove a fantastic race and kept me honest till the very end. And I had to get past him on that last lap. I saw Jamie had dropped back, so it was one opportunity, and fortunately we managed to make it a win. So it makes the second race a little bit easier. But Jamie's still counts as a 4th, though, even though he didn't finish because of his drop score. So still a lot to play for.
Certainly is, and I believe there are 3 points between the two of you?
Yeah, I think it's 3 points, so I think I can afford a second as long as Jamie's 4th or lower. If he finishes 3rd, I have to win, but as he's starting from the back, that will be difficult, but you can cut through the field fairly quickly in this series if you're starting at the back, so we'll have to see what happens, I guess. Make sure, start the fat lady singing, I guess.
Andrew Aldridge, possibly the tallest man in motorsport. Congratulations on earlier race. 2nd place, not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I was a bit worried after we went off on the first lap before we got red flagged. The gear linkage broke. It was a manic panic to try and get it fixed, and we got it done. Started in the pit lane, pulled it back to 2nd place, and what can I say? It's just brilliant, really.
And puts you quite far clear then, I guess, for winning your actual class.
Yeah, I think I'm quite clear winning the class. The overall championship is what I'm going for, but I think for my class, I'm pretty much done with that.
So tell us, in terms of the overall championship, we've got Harry Volkard and Jamie Martin both chomping at your heels, but you are still quite a few points ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure in total. I'm trying not to think about it too much, to be honest, because it's a bit too much pressure, but I'm just going to race today, and hopefully if I come away with a win, then we win the championship, which is what we want, really.
Well, here we are. It's the final race of the 2013 Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI Championship. Harry Volkard and Jamie Martin are vying for the overall championship in Class 2, but Andrew Aldridge is hoping to become the overall champion. It's very exciting. Ben, over to you.
Well, this should be a fantastic end to what's been a brilliant season of racing in the Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI Championship, with Harry Volkard on pole position for the final race of the year from Jason Tingle. Chris Skip well up in 3rd alongside Simon Gustafson, then Ian Carvell and Dan Gibbs. The red lights come on at Snetterton then, and for the last time in 2013 the Golfs are underway, albeit in the case of Jason Tingle maybe a little bit of creeping before the lights flashed out as the 16 and 8 valve cars power off from the line, sprint towards Riches, contact behind, and around goes Jake Johnson, the number 11 car, rotating fortunately without contact in the middle of the pack as Adrian Ward in number 88 leads the Class 1 runners. Those are the 8 valve cars as they head out of Riches and on towards the Montreal hairpin for the first time. Ahead of the field though, it is leading the way Jason Tingle, and pulling clear it's Dan Gibbs in 2nd position. Harry Volkard, we're a little bit further down the order as Mally Witts looks to pick his way past Adrian Ward with Andrew Aldridge in close pursuit. So Gibbs in 2nd position, trying to come back towards the race leader Jason Tingle, as Witts has made that move in Adrian Ward. So here is Tingle 65 ahead of Dan Gibbs, number 63, the white machine, and then Harry Volkard, the black car next along, just biding his time. Also Ian Carvell not too far back either. It's James Bark picking his way up the order in car 85. Bark, who was a very early retiree in the first race of the weekend, didn't make it through the first corner, now having to elevate himself on up from towards the tail of the field. And Mark, a former race winner in this championship, now he's through the 8 valve runners, sets about some of the Class 2 runners powered by the 6 valve engine. But look at this in Class 1, Adrian Ward being caught by Andrew Aldridge, and Andrew Aldridge, he really would like to win his class in this race, because that could well seal the title for him, as James Bark powers past Mally Witts. Down the Bentley straight then for the first time. Tingle still leads the way. Dan Gibbs in second. Having to defend now for Harry Volkard. And Gibbs decides that attack is the best form of defence. He dives to the inside Jason Tingle. Tingle though covers the line through Brundle Nelson. The trio accelerate on towards the bomb hole. And next up it's Ian Carvel from Simon Gustafson. And then the rest of the pack all baying behind, trying to make up some progress. The bright orange car, Jamie Martin, is in contention for the title. And is really struggling again to elevate himself on for the back of the field. Replay there of the start, and it's in the midfield. You need to look. The white car, number 11, gets nudged sideways. It all gets a little bit tight. It's Adrian Ward who sideswipes him. Jake Johnson spins around. I don't think that was really anything malicious on the part of Ward, rather just too many cars going to the little space. As diving to the inside of Dan Gibbs, then we saw Harry Volkard looking to challenge, as there's Jamie Martin, who's side through the first half of the pack, but he really needs to win this race, because that's what he needs to claim the Class 2 championship. Also, it would put the pressure on Andrew Aldridge for the overall Touch of Mojo Mark 2 Golf GTI title. With Harry Volkard leading the way, where Jamie Martin currently is, that swings the title in favour of Volkard, as James Bark continues to clamber on up through the order. Looking back, see how much work Jamie Martin's got to do. Jason Tingle still leads the way now from Volkard, then it's down Witts. Then we've got this next group of cars, the bright orange machine, Jamie Martin's next target then. The stage track back car of Chris Skip, all about Class 1. It's Andrew Aldridge who leads the way. Then we've got Robert Wheeler, he's a Class 2 runner. It's Adrian Ward who comes next along, with Alex Nuttall pressuring him. See Adrian Ward's car maybe bearing some of the souvenirs of a season of hard racing. And coming back up through the pack, the number 11 car, Jake Johnson, of course, had that contact with Adrian Ward at the very start of the race. This is the fight for fourth. It's headed by Ian Carvel from James Bark, then the red car, Simon Guston, Jamie Martin and Chris Skip, as they sprint down the Bentley straight. This is where slipstreaming comes to the fore. They can see Jason Tingle leading the way still from Volkard, but look at this, Gustafson darting to the inside James Bark, Carvel to the outside line. Who's going to arrive into Brundle first? It's Bark who takes fourth position. Carvel slips to fifth. Gustafson was in sixth, because Jamie Martin is trying to squeeze his way through. It's Martin who's got the inside line for the bomb hole, but Gustafson is unafraid to get his elbows out on occasion. That's exactly what he does through the bomb hole. So Jamie Martin remains in seventh, just ahead of Chris Skip. All the while though, it's Jason Tingle in command of proceedings, and at the moment he's able to drive clear of Harry Volkard. And this is the real key with these cars, is because they are so evenly matched, any little bit of daylight you can open up over your rivals is quite hard for them to chase down. But Andrew Aldridge has got Adrian Ward and Alex Nuttall in Class 1 really coming back at him. Aldridge, the 95 car, he's the car with the blue bonnet there we just see going through the shot, and then Ward more concerned with Nuttall just in behind him. Around Murray's they go, and on to the centre straight once more. And the way things currently stand is it's Andrew Aldridge who's on course for the title. And part of what's helping him here is this ferocious fight for fourth position that Jamie Martin just cannot elevate himself up through. So Martin still down in about 8th position. Andrew Aldridge, though, has been passed by Adrian Ward, so it's Ward now who leads Class 1. Now, if things stays there, I think that's still enough for Andrew Aldridge, but ideally he'd like to win the class. So with Harry Volkard being so far up the order as well, the order remains as it is, then Volkard would be the Class 2 title winner. And in fact, Volkard in second position under real pressure now from Dan Gibbs through Murray's. And Dan Gibbs showing one of his strongest forms of the season. He's always been quick off the line, Dan Gibbs. This is impressive to maintain that pace through the race. Meanwhile, in Class 1, Andrew Aldridge is back into the lead ahead of Adrian Ward as the pair of them head through Coram Curve. They're chasing Jake Johnson just ahead, and a squeal of tyres, and over goes Johnson onto his roof. And Johnson looking around, getting his bearings. Well, he is upside down, plumbing the middle of the road, and that brings out the red flag, and therefore a premature halt to the Touch of Mojo Mark 2 Golf GTI season, and a season which sees Andrew Aldridge crowned as champion. Jason Tingle wins the race overall from Harry Volkard, and that enough to give Volkard the Class 2 title, with Dan Gibbs completing the podium. Andrew Aldridge then in 12th, winning the title with a victory, heading Class 1 from Adrian Ward and Alex Nuttall. So Jason Tingle and Harry Volkard exchanged hugs and handshakes as the drivers cheered onto the rostrum for the final time in 2013. Jason Tingle and Andrew Aldridge, our race winners. Once the photo's complete, time to let rip with the champagne.
Andrew Aldridge, winner of Class 1 and 2013 Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI champion. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. What a way to win it. I've won nothing, and then this season we win it all. It's absolutely perfect. I can't ask for anything better this season. Just major thanks to my dad and Josh, George, everyone who come with us every time. Without these guys and without everyone around, this cannot be done. So just a massive thank you to everyone, really.
Not a bad race, smooth, kept it consistent, and yeah, basically just kept my head down, out of the way of trouble. So yeah.
Of which there did look like there was quite a lot.
Seemed like there was a lot, yeah, but because I was out of the way, didn't have to block, just kept my head down, didn't have to go on any racing blocking lines, so it worked out really well.
So as the sun sets on the season, let's take a look at the final standings in Class 1. Andrew Aldridge 40 points clear of Simon Tomlinson and Adrian Ward, just ahead of Alex Nuttall. And in Class 2, just 1 point, Harry Volkart edges out Jamie Martin, with James Bark in third.
Well, there we go, the end of two fantastic championships this year, 2013 Super Pro VAG Trophy and the Touch of Mojo Mark II Golf GTI Championships, and two very delighted champions, James Dowding and Andrew Aldridge. Join us again very soon for some more exciting racing.